Hi everybody, it's Mr. D and In the Middle with Mr. D1 at blogspot.com with teaching tips for Lesson 19, Day 2 of my sight singing program, S Cubed, available on Teachers Pay Teachers at Music in the Middle with Mr. D. Now today's lesson starts with 4 questions about their experience yesterday during the moment of awakening. And this is an important discussion to have because it really, part of the philosophy of S Cubed is success, and yesterday we let them fail. I'm assuming your students may have failed. Mine certainly did, because we have not, as teachers, given them all of the tools they need, but part to succeed at such an advanced example. But I think part of letting them fail in that moment is helping them realize that we have a lot of work to do in the next 9 weeks. That's my purpose for doing it. And I acknowledge during this discussion as a teacher that I haven't given them all the tools they need, and that I asked them if they want to feel this way when they go to festival, and they all like, no, because it was horrible. I asked them, if a judge were in the room, how would you have felt? And they say things like, I heard today, I've already taught this lesson, frustrated, dumb, confused, things like that. So let your students talk about it. And I've experienced at our own festival, GMEA, Georgia Music Educators Association, a lot of those things when I watch students come out of the sight singing room. I see the embarrassment. I see that the challenge that GMEA presents to us is enormous. It's a high level of sight reading ability that's expected. I think that's wonderful, but it's quite challenging. And watching students come out feeling that way is part of the reason I developed S Cubed. So I want my students to be successful, but I needed them to experience it now so that they can be motivated with me as we teach in the next 9 weeks. So that's a discussion that I want you to enjoy and have and ask questions about these 4 questions. You'll know what to do when you see them. That will help everybody as we proceed to the next set of learning in the next 9 lessons. So group rhythm exercises next, and we would proceed to the preparation process that we've been doing for 18 weeks now, 19. The group rhythm exercise is 2 parts. It is difficult. We are increasing the difficulty. I'm using the group rhythm exercises to help the students get confident sight reading rhythm in 2 parts confidently. I want each part confident. So this is a time when it's pretty easy the rhythms are easy, compared to reading pitch and rhythm combined, and they can develop some confidence in 2 parts so that when we actually are ready to sing 2 parts, unlike yesterday, they can have more success. And I'm also going to take a moment to ask individual students out loud in front of the class questions about the values. How long is this half note? How long is this note? I just point and ask, half a beat, 1 beat. Because I'm about to take them on, one of the tools I'm going to give them is going to involve something that's going to change or appear to change for the students the value of the rhythm. So I want them to be ready for that, but they need to be confident in what the real value is before I start fiddling with it. You'll see what that is coming down the pike. And then we're going to go right into the game. Re, Fa, La is the forbidden pattern today. During the game, we're preparing them for the new tool called I call it the Re, Fa, La tool. We'll learn more about this later. But the students during the game need to sing a lot of Re, Fa, La, Fa, Re, Ti, Do, and the low La below Do during the game. So try to do intervals that are that. We're preparing them for that. We can also do skips and steps during the game as well. And I did a nice distraction today with the students, a Christmas story, and just keep that up. Keep having fun with the students as you're doing the game, because they love it. They love it. And then after that, we're going to do our follow the hand exercise, continuing to drill skips and steps without any concern for rhythm. This is really, really important that they just have a moment to think about the pitch and use their hands and get it. And then we're going to do the sight singing exercise, and the sight singing exercise is back to the ability level that they should be at now, which combines skips and steps. The challenge in this exercise is the mi to fa. You're going to notice students have trouble getting in tune. They make the step from mi to fa too big. So use your bullseye. All that training from chromatic scale should come in handy now, because they'll hear that they're out of tune, but we have to kind of pull it to their focus and help them recognize before they even start the example that could be an issue. Or sometime during the chaos period, you should definitely do that. And then we are no longer using varied but comfortable Do. We're going to use the key that's written on the page, and today it's E major. And we're going to start to stretch them a little bit. We're going to go to E. We're going to go to F. We might even go to F sharp and G to help stretch their range. I want to get them out of that area now. I might push them lower than we're normally going. So today you begin using the key that is written on the page, and you can bring it to their attention. Tell them. Now, up to now, we've been having notes everywhere, and you can show them in any examples that you wish. When you guys we were not using the correct key, start to pull that connection to the piano, play the note, and then show them an example on the board. That's a good way to do it if you want to do that. Some teachers don't even want to refer to it, and so it's really up to you. I like to kind of pull it to their attention for a little bit. This is the real key today. Just start throwing it out there lesson by lesson. It might help them start to pull it all together, but they don't need to yet. It's not mandatory, so you make the call based on your students. That's what you're getting in Lesson 19, Day 2, In the Middle with Mr. D1 at blogspot.com, and Music in the Middle with Mr. D at Teachers Pay Teachers. Have a great day.